Here we are. Hey, hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome, Mel. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's a busy time, and we're making time to get together here. Yes, I know. We're just going, whoo,
You know,
right?
for me, right before the holidays, it's either feast or famine. And luckily this year it's been very busy. We're leaving Saturday to go to Kentucky, and we'll be going like 3 days, I think. Um, so I haven't even
Busy.
packed. I don't know what I'm going
Yeah,
to take. So
yeah. Well, I
luckily
mean,
I don't.
probably.
Luckily I don't have to cook. I love to cook, but
Oh, I would say bring some clothes.
that would work. But with this climate change, when I go to Kentucky years ago, it was always cold down there, so you knew what to bring. This year, it's like going to be in the 50s or maybe 60s. So it's like, what do you take? It's like,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's like what it is here, I guess.
yeah, but
Um,
so is Texas.
Right, about like Texas, right, right. So, uh, anyway, well, you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's the
Yes.
solstice.
The winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere, but in Australia, it's the longest day of the year, which officially starts their summer. But the good news is on the 22nd, the days start to get longer. Yay!
Yay, I know. But so we're going into the dark and then we're awakened again into the light. And I think we forget sometimes, as most Americans, I don't know how much we're into, ritual or ceremony, but we could make it with intention, really notice going from the dark to the light if we wanted to, if that was important to us. And if we think also, what do we want to let go of in the dark? And then what do we want to bring in the light? And I think it would be individual, but also as a collective too. It could work
Well, I
both.
think, we have to have balance. We wouldn't know the light if we didn't know the dark. But I think the color for the coming year, I'm picking up red and then black. Well, black is the absence of color, but black is not bad. Red means anger, but red is also grounding and creativity. Black is clearly grounding. So I see a lot more through the anger. I see grounding coming.
Oh,
Our nation.
oh yeah. Okay, for the nation.
And
Oh,
then
that's nice.
I see the color green. It's like a Kelly green for our nation. And for me, that is the color of healing.
Yeah.
And then I
Mm-hmm.
see that turquoise ocean blue, that beautiful blue like you see in the waters of Hawaii. And that is the color of abundance, but you have to watch out because you're going to get abundance of many things, both good and bad. But I see an abundance of positive things. I mean, it's going to be a rough ride, but we'll ground the anger. We'll keep our voices going. I see a healing for our nation. I see our democracy surviving, and that therein lies the healing. And justice will prevail. And my guides say justice will be done.
Oh, good. Justice will be done. How nice. Yes. And I'm thinking, as far as my personally now, I'm going to let go of clutter. I think I've got too much clutter around here.
Oh God,
Can't
my
find
house
stuff.
looks like a museum. I say I'm going to get
Oh,
rid of clutter, and I clutter more.
oh, really?
I feel
Oh my
comfortable with
goodness.
that clutter.
Yeah. So, I think about that for myself, and my focus on spiritual, the spirit next year. I want to really focus on that again. And this not, I mean, that's not really new for me. But also remember back in the ancient cultures, back with the Egyptian pyramids and Stonehenge, the pyramids in Mexico and Peru. Those all the winter solstice was very important. I mean, they lined it up perfectly, like right at midday when the light changed. I mean, it was a perfect alignment. This is thousands of years ago, before Christ. I mean, this it's
We
ancient.
were
The traditions.
in 2019, I think. Was it 2019? Yes, 2019. Um, we were in Belize, and um, we took a boat on the river to see Lamini. and it takes like 2 hours to get there. It's in the jungle now, but there's one smaller pyramid, but there's this huge pyramid, and they're excavating it. And there was three. So one would be for the temple where they did sacrifice. The three lined up. One would be where the chief lived, and the other one, I don't know what it was about. But they all lined up perfectly. And I think on the summer and the winter solstice, they had it lined up in accordance with that. And that took some doing. So
Yeah.
aligned. It's amazing. I mean, you can't even
Amazing.
put a piece of paper between those stones. And it's like,
Yes.
it's just so
Yes.
cool. I mean,
Yes.
huge. And then we went to
Yes.
San Tunich, and there's some big ones there, and those are also perfectly aligned. And then I forgot the other ones we went to. Those are more in ruins because when they were discovered, they dynamited the ground and it screwed up pyramids. But we saw all those pyramids. I think they were built by the Mayans, and that was really neat. And so, ancient
Oh,
peoples that probably didn't even have any communication with each other. It was
right.
amazing how they studied the stars and the
I
knowledge
know.
they had.
I know. I know. I think it must have been a lot of telepathic forces. And also, the pyramids, they say, contained energy. Somehow, maybe it was kind of like our telephone. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, they were just figured it out scientifically, like we figured out things, and were able to, and I think that's was tribute to their deities and things like that. So,
Yes. Yes, they were very much. Yes. So anyway, but I think this is going to be fun tonight because we're going to do some different kind of readings tonight for 2024. And I see we have already about 24 people requesting. So we'll move along as much as we can. We're going to do a color for 2024 each person and a spirit animal. And so I'm going to start with one. Here we go. And I'll probably work on the colors more. Maybe you work on the spirit animals or however it works out. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So Colleen with the C, the purple and the blue, she's asking for color or spirit animal messages. Welcome with gratitude. Happy winter solstice to all. Hello, Colleen. Purple. I get purple for you, dear. And this reminds me, of course, of that devotion, that seeker that you are, that spiritual seeker. And it seems like it's even getting deeper. But I feel like you've always been this way, but it's just coming into play more next year and more knowing, more clear cognizant with that purple coming in. So that's what I feel for you, Colleen, in 2024, your color of the year.
Uh, I see an elephant for a spirit animal. Elephants are very, very smart. They're very family oriented. They didn't do well in zoos. When they were living alone, they would get depressed. They it's true about their memories. They have very strong memories. They're very protective of their family. And so, Colleen, I think your elephant will be protective of your spiritual family and your family. And it looks like, you know, hooking in more to your intuition and learning how to really honor that and be one with it and remembering the things that you see intuitively. So elephant is for you, my dear.
Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness, one of my favorite animals. All right. Hello, Alice Martinez. I have listened to you, both of you, many times. Thank you for sharing your gifts. When I asked for color and animal spirit for 2024, the first thing I feel for you, Alice, is green. And this is a green. It's not just healing, but I think there's some healing here. It's also about nature for me. And I see it's, that feeling of Irish, even though I know you're not, I don't think you're Irish, but it feels like this nature connection and the working with the, like the elementals. Wow, the gnomes and the fairies, and I just feel like maybe you would understand this. So that's why I feel this connection to earth and nature for next year.
Well, green is also the color of the heart chakra,
Yeah,
which means unconditional love, or pink, the same.
yeah.
So it looks like it's about loving yourself, uh,
Ah,
and getting in touch with that. And um, and I also
yeah.
see yellow for you, which is the color of the solar plexus, which is about keeping your power. Yay. Um,
Nice.
For you, I see the wolf. The wolf is the direction of the south. And the wolf's power ally is Grandmother Moon, because Grandmother Moon is the keeper of intuition. Wolf is the clan's greatest teacher, but also Wolf is highly intuitive. So what does Wolf do? Talks to Grandmother Moon, arr, 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 the howling. And so it's about opening your solar plexus, your throat chakra, speaking your truth. And
Mhm.
clearly is wolf medicine.
Oh, nice. And I think of wolf as being very much connected to nature too, knows everything that goes on.
Correct. That's
All right. Thank you, Allison. Happy solstice. All right. Hello, Mary. Happy winter solstice. To all, may I request color and spirit animal? I believe it's an owl, but it'd be, well, you could have more than one, Mary. Okay. And Mary, and I feel the color pink for you. And when I see the pink, it's a little bit on the lighter pink shade, which reminds me, like, it's almost like this color. I mean, I have this beautiful rose quartz. It's kind of like that. So, but it reminds me of that you give a lot, you love a lot, you give a lot, you're very generous. And, but also to remember, take some time for yourself, maybe rest a little more and put your feet up and allow others to give to you, Mary.
um I'm seeing eagle. Eagle is about opening the door to the east of the ancestral spirits and letting them come in and feeling their presence. Sometimes it's about feeling, not seeing them. An eagle soars high, but it's got a keen eye on the ground. It lives in high places, and it's not lonely. So it's about getting in touch with loneliness and soar high with the winds and come down to the earth, and you'll have that balance of being more grounded. But eagle
Mm.
is also about knowledge to use the wisdom given to us from the north. So it's about being knowledgeable about your intuition and all of those things. So good.
Ooh, nice. Yes. Thank you, Mary, for being here. All right, Arlene, thank you for your gracious gifts. I would love to know my color and message for my spirit animal for 2024. Great adventures and move to Georgia. Well, I feel the color blue for you, Arlene. And it's about, there's so many things around blue. Of course, it can mean many things, but what I feel for you is about the mystic. It's almost the same color around the name, but a feel, it's your intuition, your mystic, and it's kind of like that. You know how mothers have that very innate intuitive ability. You know, they have the eyes behind their head. Mothers, well, fathers perhaps too, but that's what I feel with you, Arlene. Like you have the eyes all around, and you're very visual, and your intuition, is expanding. But I feel like this is who you are. So I hope that makes sense to you, Arlene.
Um, I pick up the color orange. All right.
Okay.
Which is I was just looking up something here. So that's what I was doing, which is the color of the sacral chakra. So there's root base, sacral, I'm sorry, root base, yeah, navel sacral. It's right around the navel. And that's about hooking into your creative forces and energies, um, and letting it flow. So I see doing a lot more creative things, a lot more expressive, um, um, about balance. The animal that hits me is dog, because
Mm.
dog is um, human's best friend. And even if dog is beat down, dog still is loyal and is and will bite if it feels threatened, but loyal to the ones who love it unconditionally. And so dog medicine is very, very powerful. And that's come into your being. And yay. And you'll always let dog, dogs lead us. And
Yeah.
dog would represent your intuition. Let that lead you. And that's
Hmm.
picking up.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I want to add one more animal only because it just was shouting at me. And this is whale. So
Ooh,
Arlene, and I feel, I mean, I think it must be a blue whale. It's a big whale, and
song of the
I
whale.
well, I'm just getting the chills even when I talk about whale for you, Arlene. And again, this is about blue too, the color blue. So do take that into heart. I think this is a guide for you always, not just 2024, but it feels like always. So I hope maybe this resonates, a knowing that you understand whale, mind to mind here. So blessings to you. Okay, Patricia. Oh, good. Got here before they did. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's a question. No, don't know.
Oh no.
Okay, did Patricia? I'm going to just give you the color green though, for 2024, and I feel like it's growth. This, to me, the green is representing growth. It's not just nature. It's not just healing. It is about your growth as a human. In many ways, it's more than one. I actually think it's financial as well. So I feel very. I mean, I feel just like whoa, expansion. So I'll say that for you.
Um, I'm seeing the color white, but in the light spectrum because that's a mixture of everything, like white light, and that's the color of the crown chakra opening. It doesn't stay open all the time because if it did, you'd be crossing into spirit. But it's just about channeling more of the energies and letting them guide you, uh, and and it's about you know. Just hooking into that oneness, if you will, the divine oneness. I see a lot of that.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of an animal that would probably represent that. I think the closest you'd get to it would be the white buffalo. That's the direction of the north. So the white buffalo, when they're born, it's very rare, and they turn dark as they get older. But the white buffalo is about unification. It's about wisdom. It's about channeling that wisdom from great spirit. It's really cool stuff. So that's what
Nice. And when you were saying that, I saw white owl as well.
oh,
And I
cool.
feel like there's I feel also maybe there's an encouragement to write. So I just leave that, Patricia, for you. Hope it makes sense. Okay. Hello, Chitra. All right. Okay. Well, I think this is a request. I don't know. We'll give you a color. Okay. So Chitra, well, blue, purple, dear. Um, I want to just say that this blue purple represents more power for you, and you coming into that more knowing about your power. So, and I think I'm just going to leave you with that.
I see the color yellow. So it's the
Okay.
color of the solar plexus chakra, which is kind of it's really cool. The solar plexus, I think, is it the solar plexus or the heart? I think it's the solar
Solar
plexus
plexus. It is.
because I think one of them is either that or the heart is the center where the bottom chakras, the male energy, meet the female energies of the higher chakras. I don't say higher in the sense that they're better, but the ones that are further up on the body. But it's also about the center of empowerment, and it's about taking
Mm-hmm.
your power back and
Mm-hmm.
out of those situations that would disempower you and being able to set the boundaries and the guidelines.
Nice.
And once again, for that, um, you know, I'm picking up elephant again because before elephant charges, it kind of goes like this and it flaps its ears, it'll swing its trunk back and forth, and then it'll trumpet. And then it'll make a couple false charges. And if you don't get out of its way, it can chase you for like 35 miles an hour for probably a period of 2 or 3 miles. I'm sorry, for a distance of 2 or 3 miles. So it's about taking your power back. And when you have to trumpet to give the warning, it's okay to do that.
Oh, nice. Right, right, right. And as you were talking, I get tiger too. So, and I feel with tiger, the reason is it's like being able to find your way in the dark,
Well,
knowing which way to go. This is what I feel, knowing which way to go. And I'm just going to leave you with that, Chitra.
stealthy.
All righty.
Tigers are stealthy as well.
Yes, stealthy. All right, here we go to Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Yellow, dear. I get the color yellow for you. And this is about new beginnings. It's about the wisdom that you carry. And it's about your power, of course. But I really feel like going into the wisdom of your soul, finding that connection to your soul and knowing, trusting, more trust around that um, for you in 2024.
I see the color more like indigo, which is the throat chakra, and that's
Mm-hmm.
speaking your truth and being able to speak up more. And then I see the owl. So the owl's very wise. People think that owl sleeps during the day, but it doesn't. But it has huge eyes to see, and that's the opening also of the third eye for you. But being able to voice that and not be afraid of what others would think. Owl, they say, is wise, but it's really about being able to see both in the dark and in the light. And
Uh-huh.
um, owls are very majestic animals. Read about owl medicine; it's really cool stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I want to just add another bird, raven. It's
Ooh,
either raven or crow, but there's something about birds with you, Michelle. So I would love to know if you love birds, because there's also, this reminds me that you might be very clairaudient. But again, the
and also
uh,
clairvoyant because the owl has the white eyes.
yeah, yeah, yep.
I think it's
Okay.
claircognizant as well.
Oh,
Claircognizant means we know. We don't know how we know or what we know. We just know.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So blessings to you, Michelle. All right. So now here we go. Hi, Rosier. So good to hear
Hey,
you.
Rosaire. Oh, I got to tell a story about Rosaire. Um,
Okay.
she invited us to her house for dinner the other night,
Uh-huh.
and she had homemade Italian sausage that they had made. But also, when we got there, she goes, Mel, you got to help me make pasta. She had the dough, and she's got I forget the machine, la macchina, the macchina means car, but the machine, the pasta machine.
Uh-huh.
And so, I'm kind of rolling the dough and putting the flour on it, and I'm holding it as we go through the machine. So then ultimately get this long strip of stuff like this, and then you put it through the machine, and it cuts it like into fettuccine. And she's got this little wand she's catching it with, and then we hung it on this tree-looking thing. So we made our pasta for dinner. And it was
Wow.
delicious. It was really good. So it was so much fun. And then I got some flour on the floor and I kind of moved it with my sock. And she goes, don't do that. I'll get the vacuum cleaner. Here, I'm going to vacuum the bottoms of your feet. So she vacuumed the bottoms of my feet.
Just your feet, not your body.
It's just my feet. She goes, I can do your shirt because it had flour. And I said, ooh, I got my jollies. Rosie back in my feet.
Awesome. Oh, that's nice. I know she's a good cook, because she was on the other night on one of these chats, and she says she has 5 Christmas trees in her house. Oh my gosh.
6.
6 now?
I think it's 6.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Rosier,
Yeah.
I see the colors yellow, which is it's more of a yellow gold. I also see the color blue purple. So I know that's like 4 different colors, but it's a yellow toward the gold. And it feels to me, when I feel that with you, it's about the wisdom within yourself. But as we say, the gold, it's a little bit about the illumination. So I think this is a time of illumination for you. But I also get this bluish purple color, which is ancient intuitive wisdom. I mean, it's like that soul knowing. So that's what the colors I get for you. I see jaguar uh, as an animal, and the jaguar is it's a healer, but also, whoa, I mean, power, 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 and also in a lot of ancient cultures, jaguar is prevalent.
Oh, yeah,
Power.
especially in the Mayans.
Yes, yes,
I see leopard, which is or panther, which is really a panther is really a leopard that's just dark. It doesn't have spots. So
yes, yes,
the same as jaguar, and I got the same
yes.
animal. So,
Wow,
but Rosaire,
that's
for
awesome.
you, I also pick up. I say the color of the third eye is that purple, and the crown is the white. It depends on how you learn Reiki. But I'm picking up purple or indigo as well. Well, kind of purplish amethyst color and the color of the third eye. So what I'm seeing is your clairs opening, all your clairs.
Yeah.
The clairvoyance, the clairaudience, the clairambience, the clairgustance, the clairtactus, and I'm missing one along the way here somewhere. but all of your clairs are opening up, and that you're going to start doing your mediumship work even more. So good.
Yeah. Yeah. Blessings to you, Merzier. All right, now here, Jessica. Color and animal. I get orange with you, Jessica, but I actually think there's a couple different colors for 2024. But the orange to me is always, for me, it's my symbol for new beginnings. It's new things coming in. And as a new thing is coming in, I see it moving into the green. So it's about healing for 2024. I think it's not just personal healing, but I think it also, as you demonstrate personal healing, it will also um, others will notice it, and others will pick it up, and they'll maybe even do it for themselves. So that's what I feel for you. And I feel, and I know this is a funny little animal, I get the ant, a little creepy, not creepy crawly, but a crawly thing. And as you think about the ant is with community, how it works. They have that telepathy with each other. They work in unison. So I just noticed this with you, Jessica.
Um, okay. So I get the color of orange as well, but that's the color of the sun.
Uh-huh.
Connectedness to spirit. It's also the it's also the navel sacral, which is focusing on creative ability. You need to start journaling, start writing stuff down. Okay. Um, so that's the color I'm picking up. The sun. I see the animal hawk. Hawk has a shrill cry when you hear it. And when hawk comes into your energy, it's telling you to take notice, to hear and feel and heed the call of spirit, and
Mm-hmm.
start calling upon you to journal, to write, and to hook into your creative forces more. And it's about maybe taking some classes, or looking at different ways to hook into your intuition. But I see hawk, it's messenger of spirit. And
Mm-hmm.
whenever you want to hook into spirit, think of hawk. Ask hawk to bring about the message from spirit.
Uh-huh. And I wonder too if the messages would be around healing, since I felt that so strong with her in the
That is,
2024
yes.
new things coming around healing.
I got
And
coached.
I really feel this is important to you, Jessica, that it's big time.
I heard yes
Okay.
with that.
Yeah. Okay, so now here we go, Samantha. Hello, Samantha's been waiting so patiently. All right, Samantha, my dear. I get pink. The pink that I'm getting is a little more on the magenta side, which means this is a love for animals. It is my symbol, my symbology for that love of animals, that connection to all those with fur, wings, forelegs. I guess it could be fins, creepy crawlies, all that. I feel like this is really, and I want to say, oh my goodness, you could be an animal communicator if you're not already. So I feel that. But then you've got a hummingbird there. So I mean, really, you've got to hummingbirds got to be part of your team for 2024. New beginning. I mean, I feel new beginnings when I feel hummingbird right now. So okay.
Um, I pick up dolphin.
Oh,
So the
nice.
dolphin, when it comes to the surface, it's going across the water. People think it's dancing, but what it's doing is it's coming to the surface to look around, to help it
Uh-huh.
find food, because it can look down on the surface of the water. And it's about breathing. Dolphin has that breath of life. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I see the color blue, which is
Ah.
abundance. Of I see an increase coming money wise for you, an abundance. Um, and if there's been disharmony, discontent, discord around you in the past, which it kind of feels like there has been, it will be an abundance of healing and positive things coming forth, positive energy, more harmony coming your way. Um, but I can see this whole pot of dolphins, and they're just swimming through the water, and I see them playing in the wake of the ocean. So the message is to play more, but also
Mm.
go on your tail and kind of look and see what's around you. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
dolphin is very aware of their surroundings, and dolphin has their echolocation. They send out that signal that bounces back, and that's how they find things. That would be your intuition, your echolocation. So you're going to start paying more attention to that as well.
Yeah.
Also, I see you traveling. You need to be near water. I don't mean like a stream. Well, that would be good, but I'm talking about like a huge lake or ocean. You need to take a trip to a place like that for grounding and healing.
Mm,
So,
hmm.
and I see
Yeah.
trips like that coming.
When you talk about the dolphin, because dolphin is very telepathic, and that
There,
reminds me again her connection to animals overall,
that's
and her
right.
ability to receive communication and actually be a healer for the animals, to be like a channel. And dolphin, by the way, is some people believe it's a very off planet and is here just as a temporary guide as a healers on that planet Earth.
I was in Hawaii once, and we got to swim with the dolphins. And there was this one,
Oh,
I forget her name, but so we went in this huge pool. It was on the island of Oahu, and this pool was huge. I mean, it was almost the size of a football field. It was big. And they told us to put our head in the water, so we did. We had on masks, and they gave the dolphin the signal to go all the way to the end of the pool and have them stay there. We put our head in the water, and they counted 3. By the time they got to 3, that dolphin had swam the length of that pool. That's how powerful they
fast.
are. They're
Yeah.
loving, but they're powerful.
Yeah.
And remember your power. You have the ability to thrust through the water with that power.
Mhm. Mhm. Nice.
It's funny.
Nice.
One, I felt something between my legs. I'm going, I think this dolphin's between my legs. She's not supposed to do that. I go, well, what's she doing? And they said, she likes you. Came to surface, and they're not supposed to do this. She took my arm in her mouth just gently. And they said she's not supposed to do that either because that's a sign of affection. I said, oh. So this dolphin and I bonded. And then she rolled over. And I'm like, what is she doing? And they said that she wants you to rub her. That's a sign of trust. And it was like,
Oh,
whoa. It was so empowering. But these
wow.
animals, can be very powerful.
Mhm.
And they're not afraid of sharks. They'll take on a shark and win. So it's that gentle energy, but also your powerful energy, and not
Mhm.
either one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Samantha, I just feel it. I feel her power.
So do I.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Christine, color and spirit message. Okay. Okay, you're a blue for 2024. I mean, I think you're a life color blue, but I also feel like blue is important for 2024. And this is about the one who takes care of others, who's a nurturer, who everybody comes to for help and advice. And so I feel like this is you. But I want to say, watch your boundaries around this. I just feel an encouragement to really notice when people might be overstepping. Okay. And I think you're going to notice this more in 2024. I mean, it's your nature to be this way, to be this way. And I want to just go with the animal because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing penguin.
Oh,
When I see the little well, I'm seeing it on land and doing the wing. I don't know, kind of like that. But so it's like in community, right? So I know that this is important also for community, and also this. I feel like I'm not positive about penguins, but they've got to have some community telepathic uh, way that they communicate with each other. All right.
I see the color green, which once again is the color of healing, but honoring your healing abilities. But I agree with you, Kim, that she needs to set boundaries and guidelines. And what came to me when you were saying that was lion. And that
Oh,
song, The Wizard of Oz, came to me. If I could be king of the forest.
yeah.
Uh, and our queen, as it were. um, so lion energy is about, lion is the boss, except with an elephant or a hippo. Uh, lion knows its power. And if there's an interloper coming into its pride, they will protect the pride and protect their territory. So it's about setting the boundaries and guidelines. So when people overstep, you can become lion.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Maybe even get a picture of lion to remind yourself of that power that you have within, Christine.
Absolutely.
I think it's just you need a little reminder about that. I
We
have
shall
a little
we shall call it
lion.
Simba. Simba is Swahili for lion.
And now look at that. I keep that with me. A lion with the wings.
I
They
think we
marks.
looked at the meaning of that once.
We did. It's
We did.
like peace. I may have written it down on here. Oh, I did not write it down. But anyway, it's about, I know it's about peace.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, so blessings to you, Christine. We must move on here. Okay, Brenda, hello, Brenda. Brenda Garcia. Blue again. Now I don't remember who was somebody else was blue, but this is you're a little bit lighter blue than I okay. And when I feel this blue for you in 2024, I think there's an opening, a big opening of your intuition. And I know we think of the blue in the throat and the third eye, but really, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so easy. And that's why I feel like, oh my gosh. And cat, I get cat. I'm just gonna say, but it feels like a house cat to me.
I'm seeing like when it's stormy and it's overcast, and then you think, oh my God, will this storm ever end? And then the clouds break and this beautiful blue comes through with the golden sun. And
Oh,
I saw storm clouds around your head. So it looks like there might have been a rough period you went through. But my guides tell me the storm clouds will lift, the skies become blue, which is an abundance of better things. Um, and then once again, I saw this eagle again coming down and taking you carefully in its talons and taking you up to its nest, and you can look out and you can see this beautiful landscape. It's green, it's blue, um, and I'm just saying it's about opening your vision, your intuitive vision, and that will help keep these dark clouds at bay.
mm, nice. All right, wonderful. Yes. Blessings to you, Brenda, for 2024. All right. Hello, Miss. Oh, I think we did Michelle, didn't we?
Good.
All right. And I don't think we did Ruthie, though. Hello, Ruthie. Okay, Ruthie. Oh my gosh. Well, you're such a blue. Ruthie, I can't even see. I think you're blue every year. I mean, I think you were born a blue.
Blue as well for her.
Yeah. I mean, she's so strong. It's just a strong power blue, but it's not a light blue. It's a deep, beautiful power blue. And she's a quintessential, honestly, nurturer, mother. I mean, this is who she is. So, oh my gosh, I can't even see your face through that blue, Ruthie. And the cat and I want to say cat again, but I actually don't. I'm gonna move away from that because well, I don't know. Go for it. I'm not getting an animal just yet, Mel.
Okay. I saw this beautiful rose. And in that
Mm.
rose, when you see those tricolored roses, so I saw orange, which is about solar plexus, taking your power back. I saw little red dispersed in there, and that's about the grounding, the creative force. Um, and yellow. So it's this beautiful colors, it's about creativity. Um, so your power, there's power plants too. People not well, let me rephrase that. People, yeah, power plants, not like the kind that generate electricity, but they can. But there are plants that can be your power plants, like your power animals. So I think yours
Mhm.
would be rose. Okay,
Oh,
power
yeah.
for you. Um, the animal I'm picking up is raccoon, because raccoon has its mask on and it's so cute. But it's very, 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 very intelligent. Raccoon is their fingers, they can open jars, they can do all kinds of things. They can get into mischief, but it's fun mischief. Ruthie, you need to get into some fun mischief.
She works too hard, I'm sure.
Exactly. So be like raccoon, have a good time with things.
Yeah, yeah. Good, good.
And
I got an animal too.
okay.
I I see horse. And
Ooh,
this horse,
power.
by the
Let's
way, yep, power, but also I feel like it's about journeys. Um,
yeah, there's a
and,
lot of
and
power coming for her.
Yeah, power, but I yes, journeys but I feel with this horse, by the way, it does have wings as well.
Ooh,
And it's a dark, it's almost like a black stallion kind of. I mean, it's power, but it's not just journeys about in the physical realm. It's journeys about multidimensional realms, and that getting to know, like, oh, that's me, and I'm putting in. I'll take that. Yep. Okay. I understand that. I understand that. Getting to know yourself in a multidimensional realm and put it in your heart, and it stays there. That's how I feel, Ruthie.
and
Beautiful.
her element is fire.
Nice. Okay. Huh. I feel her. I feel very much earthy as well for her. Maybe earth fire. Okay, so let me see here. Randy, never had a color reading. Okay,
Well,
Randy.
today's your lucky day.
Okay, just a sec here, darling. I feel green. I know when I say green, I feel that it is the green of the earth, the green of healing, the green of adventure, the green of like really knowing you are connected to earth. And I feel like you must love to sit on earth. I mean, I just really get that strong feeling here. But this is not new for 2024. But I feel like it's even more um, stable in 2024 for you, this green energy of knowing earth. And then I'll let you talk, and I'm going to get an animal too. Okay,
Um,
I got it.
this reminds me for you, Randy, what my Hawaiian teacher told me once, and it was, Mel, you have to come to Hawaii because in Hawaii, you walk with the land, not on it. And on the mainland, you walk on the land.
Yeah.
And my teacher said, everybody on the mainland, many people take pieces of you and it leaves the holes. You come here, you walk with the land, and those holes are healed and you feel whole again. And that's what I'm going to leave with you. So, Randy, I see you walking with the land, not on it.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And I want to just add an animal here because I didn't see one before, but I have a lion for you, Randy. And this is about healing again. It's the healing lion. Yes, of course, you're powerful, but it's about your healing ability as you walk on the land. Really, really strong.
And I see a fawn. A fawn has its spots so it can be camouflaged. But then as
Mm-hmm.
it grows older, it loses those spots and it becomes a buck, or it can become a buck, or what's a girl deer called?
Well, yeah, a doe.
A doe, a deer, yeah. But I see a buck, and I see that rack of horns, and it's kind of a show of force, and it's so cool. It's very stately and majestic. And lions can be that way too. So it's
Yeah.
about time to hide the camouflage and and
Mm.
and show who you are in a good way, not ego way, but in a good way. Lion does the same with that mane and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, Randy. So blessings to you. So good to see you.
It's about
All
transformation
righty.
too.
Okay. Good. And then Patty D, spirit animal reading. Okay, you just want spirit animal? Hmm. I get fox. I couldn't tell if it's fox or wolf because it looked. I mean, when I saw it, it's
Fox.
one of those fox. Okay. And this is about wow. I mean, just like knowing where to find stuff, knowing it's that inner knowing about a lot of things. Really, like do you look high, do you look low, and knowing where. I really feel like knowing where things are, and maybe you're going to be moving, but like you're going to know where to go. So that's what I feel for 2024. Really strong on that, by the way.
When you said that, I got coyote.
Okay.
Coyote is the trickster. There's a story about the
Mhm.
little girl riding on the coyote's back, and she's laughing and she's having fun. And all of a sudden, coyote takes a sharp turn. She falls off, and she scrapes herself. She cries, but coyote lets her back on to have fun again.
Uh-huh.
So it's about coyote can be trickster, but it's about laughing with life and using that laughter as a tool for your own healing and to help heal others. So I see
Mhm.
coyote, and also to be around to be aware of the tricksters around you. So if you feel like people around you are BSing a little bit or whatever, call them coyote. Uh,
Mhm.
the color that I pick up is this bright green. And that would either mean you as healer, but also you being healed. I think it's both. And I want you to pay
Mhm.
attention to your healing abilities because spirit shows me the symbol of the hands. And whenever I see that, it's somebody that genuinely has a healing ability. So it looks like you're
Mhm.
looking at different modalities for healing. Could be Reiki, could be therapeutic touch, it could be pranic healing, it could just be your own method. But uh, you have the healing ability, dear.
Good. All right. All right. Here we go. Paula, color reading and spirit animal reading. Okay, so Paula. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of gold with you, Paula. This is, and I feel I'm talking about 2024. And I feel like this is where you've worked hard to get into this place of gold. You know, it's not like you're born with gold so much. Um, I mean, I think you've been a yellow for a long time, but now you're moving into the gold. And this just reminds me of your inner wisdom. And I feel like you don't have to do much. I mean, I feel like just sitting and meditating or whatever, just to know that wisdom within you is really going to bring that in more 2024 for you. I also feel green too.
I saw bright yellow, which is
Okay.
it's to me it's like gold. It's connectedness to spirit. So it's about
Hmm.
paying attention to your mediumship abilities because those will start to open up. You know, some people don't see spirit or hear it, they feel it. And I
Yep.
think kinesthetic, you feeling. So, you know, you're an empath and that's not going to go away. So honor it. You know, we all have our different gifts. So you're an empath,
Hmm.
Paula.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
think that's part of that gold. Uh, you know, I'm trying to think of a telepathic animal, and here again, I'm hearing the whale because it's Song of the Whale, and they're very telepathic. So
Hmm. It's funny because I'm seeing an animal that I've seen in Costa Rica. Um, and it's either a lemur or no, lemurs are not in Costa Rica, are they? But it's a sloth. It looks like a lemur or a sloth. This is what it's looking like to me.
it's very slow.
Um, Slow, right, right. But this is again what I think of when that wisdom, that gold wisdom, just it has you just it's like you just know, and you don't have to do anything. You just know. So I feel that with you. So, all right, here we're going to move on, I think, to Andy. All right. I color reading. Okay, Andy. Andy.
And you have Native American uh, guide, and it's a woman who would be a medicine woman, um, and she wants you to learn some ways of the shaman. Good. Um,
Mm,
hmm. And I see her rattling and dancing and drumming and clapping. Um, she's very tall. She's not giving me her name, but she'll give you her name. When you meditate, ask her her name. She's a medicine person. Um, so a medicine person would travel to the different planes and figure out what's causing the imbalance and bring things back into balance. And you'll have that opportunity to do some soul travel to the different planes and to help bring about healing and also your clairvoyance. Um, Boy, I'm seeing like 3 colors for you. I'm seeing red, I'm seeing third eye purple, and I'm seeing yellow, which is the creative forces as well. So, um, animal, ooh, let me think here.
I got Raven.
Okay, I'll let you
Been
go
Raven.
ahead with that.
Yeah, Raven. Okay, because it's magic, right? Raven is about the magic, the medicine, magic medicine. And I feel like that's you. I think you could go outside and Raven might land on your shoulders. Even it feels like that strong here. And it's funny you said purple because I get purple as well for her. I get a lot of purple, um, and it's this ancient knowing here.
I'm seeing eagle here again, and the eagle is that knowledge, that keen eye. Into Native Americans, eagle feathers, they're illegal to own, but they're very sacred. And it's about cleansing and, you know, maybe cleansing the auras or something like that. They're very healing. And so, you know, I see you getting a big turkey feather as opposed to, but it could be represented to the eagle feather and starting to do the cleansing work and all of that for yourself and others. So good.
Nice, beautiful. All right, so here we go. Water lily. Okay, you would have a spirit and color reading. Okay, blue, darling. I see a lot of blue here for around you, and it's a very watery blue, by the way. I feel actually more water when I feel this, but you know, we're talking about 2024. So this reminds me of the waves going in and out, and just allow that breath and the waves and that energy to move in and out. I feel like coming out of maybe a hard year and moving into more of a peace in the coming year ahead. And I do see stripes with the animal. And let me see what kind of stripes I'm seeing. It's a
Zebra.
smaller animal. Okay, zebra. I saw something different, but go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
Well, zebra's not a horse with stripes, it's a zebra.
Yeah,
But they're
yeah.
very powerful, and then watch their kick because it'll get you. Um, it's a very majestic animal. So I see zebra. Um, they stay with their pack or herd or herd, I think. But boy, you let somebody try to be an interloper like a lion or something to hunt one, and they're very formidable. So keep
Yep.
your zebra medicine. Keep your zebra. I say medicine. That means that your zebra ability. I see the color red, so it's about a safe place to trust. And so if you it looks like it's about getting in environments where you can trust and trust your intuition as well, and call on red to help you with that.
Nice. Okay, I also feel dragonfly with you, water lily. And this also comes in around the blue. Yeah, yeah, hovering right and around the water, and again allowing the flow of life, the flow of your breath, the flow of water. So I feel that with you, dear. Okay, here we move on to Jennifer, color and animal. Okay, Jennifer. Hmm. Yellow, yellow. Get a yellow. Oh, a yellowish orange. And now when I say yellow, this now you feel to me when I say that for 2024, it's like coming back into your power. That's what I feel like, returning to your soul power, allowing it to come in. And I see you look at all those little kids you have with you. um, and I think being a mom, if those are your kids, that just by coming into your own power, that this your kids are going to also come into their own power. It's like being the example. So that looks beautiful to me. I also feel a dove for you, about
Peace.
peace. Yeah, yeah, peace. So it seems to me 2024 looks beautiful year, power and peace.
Um, you know, you saw orange, right?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
I see yellow, which is about self-definition. Who am I? What am I
Mm-hmm.
doing? It's kind of like a rebranding. You know who you are, but it's just like a new page, and you can write anything you want to on it. Because I see this tabula rasa, the blank slate. You can write whatever you want, and it's about getting this definition of selves that are within you. Yay!
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, the animal to call upon for that will be horse, and that's what I'm picking up because horse, you're right, is about power, and it's about um, it's a power animal. Uh, you might be thrown off the horse for a few times, Jennifer, but get on and keep riding, and that horse, and you will be like one, and you'll get to your destinations with that horse.
Nice. Okay, good. Now we have a couple more, of course. So let's just see. Sharon. Okay, Sharon, just a second. So maybe on the next one, so to save time, maybe we just do one. I'll do one, you do one, or something like that. How about that?
Okay, I think
Saving time that way.
we've got about maybe 5 more minutes to go. So
Okay, so let's see here. And I'm gonna have to go back into the stars. The stars. Ron. Okay, do you want to do Ron or me?
go ahead.
Okay, hi Ron. Great to see you, Ron. Well, I know I always see purple around you,
Me
Ron.
too. Total purple. And white. It's about opening the third eye. It's open,
Yes. I
honoring it.
get that same white and purple. But it's to me that white, it's a little more silvery when I see that white. And it's that connection. It's almost like little portals of light that when I see that white silvery coming out of your purple, that you have such a connection, right, to your spirit team and to spirit in general. You have such a trust there. So I definitely see that. And I know you. I think you have a doggy in spirit. I feel that. I think your pet doggy is coming in, and I want to. I want to go roof, roof, roof. I'm hearing a bark, 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 like that. Um, and also, I hear that in the kitchen for some reason. I don't know if your doggy barked in the kitchen, but I'm feeling that here with your doggy. I also see owl, and it's not a white owl; it's a brown owl. So I've just noticed this, and it's, of course, you're wise, Ron. You're wise.
Well, I see the wolf, the keeper of the intuition,
Uh-huh.
uh, and also an opportunity to do some teaching about intuition, meaning Ron as teacher.
Yeah.
So that opportunity will present, and you're to jump on it.
Yeah.
So wolf hits me, and there's Grand Old
Good.
Moon again. Yay, keeper of the intuition.
Yeah. Well, he has a channel, and he teaches on his channel. He does a lot of,
Do teaching.
yeah. All right. Hello, sweet and nasty. Mel, may I have a color and spirit? Will you go for it, Mel?
Thanks.
I get green. I'll just say right now, I get green.
I got the same thing. I swear, I got green, uh, which to me is the color of healing. Okay. Some people say abundance, but I say green from, everybody interprets colors differently. I interpret it as healing. And here again, I think I said this before, the ability to heal others, but also heal thyself.
Mhm.
And so explore some modalities with that, because you'll be like, yes. And you'll know intuitively what's wrong with somebody, and be able to send that healing energy. Animals, um, you know, I think once again, I'm picking up horse, and that's about owning your power and knowing the power. Horse knows its own power, and it can be very powerful. It's about not misusing it, but having the horse take you to places you need to go in order to achieve your healing with others, healing others, uh, and the
Mm.
place you need to go with your metaphysical and intuitive development. That's what I see.
Awesome, awesome. I just have to say, I see butterfly for you, sweet and salty. I mean, of course, right? Butterfly is obviously transformation, and I feel like that's about 2024. It's about transformation. Oh,
And
yeah.
your power plant would be a willow, weeping willow, because they move with the wind and they dance.
Mm,
All the dance of
nice.
the wind, and the wind would be one of your cardinal elements.
Ah, okay, good. Yeah, and I want to just say, I know you and I will see different colors sometimes. Sometimes we see the same, sometimes different, and we have our own symbology.
Correct.
And for me, even if I see green on 5 people, that green is going to look different to me,
Correct.
have a different shade, tint. It's going to feel different, because green can mean a lot of different things. When I see it on the hands, just like you do, I see green fingertips, I know that it's a healer. But it can mean, there's so many.
It could
But
mean
that's why
water.
we can get different colors. And if people are wondering, well, how come you're getting orange and I'm getting blue? Because we have our own symbology and what we're used to for seeing the colors.
And also, when I do this, I look at the tint. I mean, I'm sorry, the
Yeah,
hue of the color, the brightness, the tint of the color. Is it
right.
if it's murky and muddy, that means one thing. If it's bright and vibrant, it means something else. What
Yes.
shade of it? There's so many things to look at. And
Yeah, yeah,
a person can have more than one color. So,
yeah. Right, right.
uh,
And yeah.
but we all interpret them differently. I do anyway.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Now this is our last one for Mary. Could I please, and we say this for last, Goldie, who died in June. Okay, we miss her so much. Okay, hi, Mary.
She's showing me green again, which is a complete healing of your grief for her, because she's around you, and she's going to send you another kitty cat if she hasn't already. And you'd think if we're hooked into a cat in spirit that the power animal would be lion. Nope, 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 nope. Dog. And you'll
Oh,
get a cat, but the old saying, dogs and cat, they're fighting like cats and dogs. But it's about this spirit dog and the kitty cat you'll have coming will get along together. So it's about harmony.
oh, lovely, lovely. I love that. This is Goldie, because when I believe, if your cat was gold, there's a whole thing about gold cats being healers,
Right.
therapeutic cats. By
Right.
the way, I mean, yes. So I was just pulling a card for 2024. This is for the collective, and guess what I got? This is great. Blessing the journey.
Yay.
I mean, how apropos for where we are going from dark of the darkest day, moving into the light until another 365 days. We do it again. But
Our nation will
and
come into the light as well.
nation
The light
and
of
personal.
Jesus, the light
It
of
will
truth.
be, we have to start it within, and then
Correct.
of course it goes without.
Oh, it
So
started. Trust me, it started.
yes, blessing the journey. We bless the journey, you guys. Yay. Thank you all for being here. It was lovely spending time with everybody. So much love to everybody. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Oh my, what it's Kwanzaa still, I think.
Ramadan, Christmas, Hanukkah. If I miss one, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then we have New Year's, and then there's solstice.
There we go. And Kim, I'll be on your show next Thursday, right?
You're on my show today.
I'm sorry, you'll be on my show next.
It's okay.
I don't know what this is.
Either way, it works out.
And then we can talk about the new year, maybe our predictions for the new year.
Yes, yes. Okay, got it. Good. Let's do that.
All right.
Okay. All right. Blessings, everybody. Bye.